Long, long ago, in a small village, there lived a poor old woman and her son, Sheikh Chilli. Sheikh Chilli was known by everyone in the village, but not for good reasons. He was very lazy and hated doing any kind of work. While Sheikh Chilli spent his days relaxing and wandering around, his old mother worked very hard. Every day, she did small labor jobs just to earn enough money to buy food for both of them. But one day, the old woman became very sick. She was too weak to work anymore. Soon, there was no food left in the house. That night, the mother and son had nothing to eat. Both of them went to bed hungry and tired. The next morning, the mother called Sheikh Chilli and said gently, "Son, I cannot work anymore. Now you must help. Go to the forest, cut some wood, and sell it in the market so we can survive." Sheikh Chilli didn't like the idea of working, but when his stomach growled with hunger, he finally agreed. So he slowly walked toward the big forest outside the village. As he walked among the tall trees, Sheikh Chilli did something very strange. Whenever he came near a tree, he politely asked, "Excuse me, may I cut you down?" But the trees stayed silent. None of them answered him. After asking many trees and getting no reply, Sheikh Chilli became tired and said, "Maybe I should just go home." But just then, he noticed another tall tree standing alone. He walked up to it and asked again, "May I cut you down?" To his great surprise, the tree spoke. "Yes, you may cut me down," the tree said, "but listen carefully to my advice." Sheikh Chilli's eyes grew wide with surprise. The tree continued, "Use my wood to make a bed. Then take that bed to the king's palace. Tell the king to sleep on it for 1 or 2 nights first. After that, he can decide how much to pay you." Sheikh Chilli thought this was a strange idea, but he agreed. He cut the tree and worked hard to make a strong wooden bed. When the bed was ready, Sheikh Chilli carried it all the way to the royal palace. Soon he stood in front of the king. The king looked at the bed and asked, "How much do you want for this?" Sheikh Chilli replied politely, "Your Majesty, please sleep on it for 1 or 2 nights first. Then you can pay whatever you think is fair." The king was very surprised by this request, but he agreed. So he ordered his servants, "Place this bed in my bedroom tonight." That night, the king lay down on the new bed and soon fell asleep. But at midnight, something unbelievable happened. One of the bed legs suddenly spoke. "The king's life is in danger tonight." Another bed leg asked, "How?" A third leg replied, "There is a black snake hiding inside the king's shoe." The fourth leg said, "The king must shake his shoe carefully in the morning before wearing it, otherwise he would die painfully." The king was awake, and he heard every single word. So next morning when he wakes up, he suddenly recalls the night's weird incident, so he just shakes his shoe and voila! There's a snake hiding inside. The king ordered his servants to kill the snake and smiled as he was saved. The next night, the king lay down on the bed again. At midnight, the bed legs started talking once more. One of them said, "You 3 hold the bed steady. I will go and collect some news." The other 3 legs held the bed firmly. After some time, the fourth leg returned and said, "I have discovered something terrible. The king's minister is secretly planning to kill the king." Another leg added, "What do you mean?" The fourth one replied, "The king's queen is helping the minister. She plans to poison the king." A third leg suggested the king should punish the minister before it is too late. Then the fourth leg went out again and returned with another message. "The milk that will be served to the king at breakfast tomorrow is poisoned." The king heard everything. The next morning when breakfast arrived, the king did not drink the milk. Instead, he gave it to a dog. The dog drank the milk, and within seconds it fell down and died. Now the king knew the truth. His minister and his own queen had betrayed him.
Immediately, the king ordered his soldiers to capture the minister. The wicked minister was punished for his crime, and the queen was banished from the palace forever. After this, the king called Sheikh Chilli to the royal court. The king smiled and said, "You have saved my life." Then he rewarded Sheikh Chilli with a large amount of gold and many gifts. Very soon, Sheikh Chilli became rich and respected. People stopped calling him lazy. Instead, they start giving him respect. And from that day on, Sheikh Chilli and his mother lived a comfortable and happy life. Moral of the story: sometimes even the most unexpected people can bring great fortune if they follow wise advice.